935 K-Days Morning Show. I'm glad he pulled back and came back to L.A.
Yeah.
Jermaine Dupri, what it do, bro?
I'm good. How you?
Hey, man, congratulations to you, my man.
Thank you.
You at it again.
I'm trying.
And the crazy thing is, before we even popped the mic and went live right here, you were talking about how your schedule was today, but you did mention studio.
Yeah.
I love seeing you go live, man, and just when you have those sessions.
Yeah.
Is there a day where you don't go to the studio?
Nah.
So it's 7 days a week with you always.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in there every day. I mean, in the process of, it's crazy on my way right here, just over here right now, trying to finish this Jermaine Dupri Magic City album.
Yep.
Ari Lennox just sent a message to the group text saying she wanted to put out a snippet of her new single that I did also. Yeah. So she said she want to put out today or tomorrow at least, right? She want to drop a snippet today or tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm in the studio every day. It's like something, if I don't have something to do with this album, then I take that time to do something else with some other artist.
30 years though, and your movement has not stopped at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've never been content.
Nah.
So what is the drive for you? I mean, you've had success, you achieved it all, you have money. Obviously, it has to be the passion, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just passionate about making records. I also want to see, like, in my entire legacy of how many hits I could actually make. You know what I mean? Like the other day when we was leaving the studio, my cameraman Chris, he was like, "You got all these ASCAP," and I was like, "Yeah, I want to see really how many of those I could actually really get." You know what I mean? Because last time I checked, I think I was going to say Babyface, but Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis was like, they were leading me as far as the most ASCAP awards of like the songwriters and producers having the most ASCAP awards.
Right.
I definitely want to beat them. And I definitely want to put myself in a space where the next person sits around and says the same thing I'm saying about Jimmy and Terry.
And I feel like there's something you have to gravitate to or hold on to motivate you to keep you going. That's one thing for you. Like, you know what? I like this chase. It keeps me going.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm chasing the best. Like, it ain't like I'm chasing, you know what I mean? I'm chasing Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. I mean, for me even be thinking like that, I got to be crazy. But it's all right. That's all, that just keep me going. I might not catch them, by the way. But my goal, is just to see how many I can do. How many hits can I actually make?
It's far from over, man. And I'm gonna tell you this: I, moved out to L.A. and when I hit strip clubs out here, they didn't move me from St. Louis. Yeah. Pink slip, bottoms up.
Yeah.
But I've been to ATL.
He said a pink slip. Y'all don't know about the pink slip.
Man, pink slip, boy. Some things happened. I had to shut that one down. Anyway, but when I went to Magic City, it's just something about that spot.
Yeah.
And for it to just still resonate and still be active all these years later, man, what is it about Magic City? Everybody wants to gravitate and just get there.
I mean, it's just a meeting spot, ultimately. You know what
Okay.
I mean? It's a meeting spot. It's a ground for you to see people, meet people, talk, listen. There's so many things. See, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything that we was born with operates in Magic City.
The wings are great, so I mean the food's
good.
good.
You taste, meaning food, people don't get it twisted. Taste meaning food, see meaning the women.
Yeah.
Ears meaning listening to the music. And then just the natural, camaraderie amongst folks, meeting people. Like even for me, in the club is where I met. In Magic City is where I actually had a conversation with Lucci.
Okay.
When he came home.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave me his number in Magic City. We exchanged numbers in Magic City. Now he's on this Magic City soundtrack. That to me, that's what the magic of Magic City is.
Yeah, and so some people can just say, "Oh, it's a strip." No, it's more than that.
It's way more than that.
Way more than that.
It's like I said, it's a place of comfort, and relaxation in this hip hop world where we don't actually have that a lot in a lot of places.
I agree.
Yeah.
And to be creative, sometimes you need to go to a space that allows you to do that and help you want to create.
100%.
And for me, like when we're in the studio, that's something we do. Man, we gotta hit the strip club. We need some motivation. Depending on what it is, whatever makes it work for you.
Yeah, definitely.
And you've turned this around and turned into major hits. So let's talk about turnaround.
Yeah, turn around.
I mean, we already know what it is. You said, I just said your slogan right there. Do I owe you for that? I just said it. Okay, let's make sure. No, but think about it. Like you said, look, we got to stop having these chicks just holding up guns, pointing. Like, they got to start dancing again.
I mean, the whole mindset, man, is just like, I grew up in an era when, like, we was talking about this the other day when Lucci was there about Beat Street. Like, Beat Street, a lot of people that's probably listening, they probably ain't see the movie, but Beat Street was a real hip hop movie, right? And hip hop to me has gotten so far away from hip hop. And hip hop to me was dancing. Hip hop to me was music. Hip hop to me was getting fresh, buying clothes. Hip hop was, you know, the lingo that we speak. It wasn't never about, you know, guns. It wasn't never about gangs. It wasn't never about fighting. It was about being fresh and like, that was the ultimate goal, was how fresh can you be, right? Who is the freshest, right? And we got so far away from that, you know, I know I can't rectify that, but I could at least try to put a little bit of that energy back into the air, because we all in the wrong spaces right now.
No, I agree with you 1,000%, man. And like I said, it was a culture, it was a movement, and now I feel like in some ways watered down. And I don't mean, I'm not disrespecting the hip hop, but just some of the new music today has me feeling that way. It is what it is.
Yeah, right? I mean, it ain't even really about, you know what I mean? I think we got to stop saying that. Like, we don't gotta apologize. It is, it's in a space that it don't need to be in. You know what I mean? Like I said, music used to make me want to go buy a pair of shell toes, a pair, you know, suede Pumas, a pair, whatever. You know what I mean? Like Jordans. That's what music was about. And that's what the music did. That's why all of these companies chose to get into hip hop and put a lot of investment into hip hop, because that's what hip hop was doing, right? Now we are allowing hip hop to not do that. We are not making hip hop do that. We're just out here being and allowing other people to claim other things that's not hip hop. We got, you know. So for me, I just want to do my part, because I'm 100% hip hop. And I don't believe that it's nobody that can challenge me when it come to hip hop.
Come on now.
So you know, and it took me a minute to even stand in that space, because I have friends that be like, JD, you one of the only people that could, you know, that could talk it and walk it. So I'm not completely convinced that I'm one of them guys yet, but I do feel strongly about my stand on, if I could put some music out here that will bring light. And I know people like, well, you making music for strip clubs, and the people talking about degrading women. I'm not trying to degrade no women. No. I'm just trying to give music to the culture of where my culture, anyway. Atlanta culture is strip clubs. That's all we got. Just like you said, you from St. Louis. St. Louis got strip clubs. People in the South and, you know, the Midwest, we grew up with strip clubs in our cities, right? And it's not something that I created. It's not something that the rappers in Atlanta created. These strip clubs been here before we even got here. So I'm just celebrating our culture.
And I'm not mad at that at all, man. And you do it well. And I feel like you need to get your flowers. Like, you in this game, you do what you do, and you know that. But when people say, "Oh, dog, you need to stand up to this," it's like they see you for what you are. Yeah. But you're a humble dude. But also, when it comes to making them tracks, you one of the baddest motherfuckers ever to do it.
Thank you.
Period.
Thank you.
So how does this happen when you make Turn Around? Young Dro, we got my man 2 Chainz, T.I. Are they around when you put it together, or when you making a track, you think of them?
Nah, yeah. So I started the Turn Around track like a day before they came to the studio.
Okay.
Dro and T.I. pulled up, and we started making, like, we was making a bunch of different records. We made 3 songs in a day, actually.
Okay.
And the 2 songs that we did that day, we put them to the side, and Tip was like, I'm about to go. And then Dro was still around the studio, and I started switching the beat, and I went to the UGK beat. I mean I always didn't say UGK to the 8 Ball MJG beat, and he was like, hey, what beat is that? And I'm like, this is something I was working on for the soundtrack. And he was like, let me get on that. So then I turned the beat up, and he just started saying it, turn around. And I'm like, what? I walked out and I walked back in. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. And it just sounded like a record at that point, right? And he was like, I got a verse. And he was moving so fast. that I had to call Tip and be like, hey man, listen, Dro just made up a whole nother song. So yeah, it was just like organic. It wasn't even like, it was like something that we couldn't deny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's when you know you got the right track, when someone comes in and instant, they're like, wait a minute. It's like getting caught up in the storm.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And I just think, like I said, for the celebration of me being from Atlanta and to have all of these Atlanta Giants on one song, myself, T.I., Dro, and 2 Chainz, all on one record. It was just it was something that had to happen.
Man, and it happened in a major way. And of course, we're getting ready for the docuseries going to be dropping.
Yeah.
And the whole visual for that, like I said, it's about what hip hop in Atlanta, how it's connected to the strip clubs.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you this, because I was talking about this on my radio show the other day. Is there an age limit to stop rapping? And I'm gonna tell you, 50 going at Benzino because Benzino. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there a point where you feel like someone needs to tap out, or what are your thoughts on that?
I think that, like I said, I think what the problem is that what are they following, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is my thing. My thing is about getting fresh. It's like, if you fresh and you fresh enough for the world to say you fresh,
right?
Then you can keep it moving,
Gotcha.
Right? But if you ain't fresh,
mm-hmm.
and you just out here and you just think this what's gonna happen, you just gonna be rapping, and your goal ain't to be fresh, right?
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, being bummy and disrespecting your mommy. I'm saying these lyrics. This is what Slick Rick said. But being bummy and not looking fly and just like being out in the streets, that ain't never been cool.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, ain't nothing cool about that. Like, it's always been, you supposed to be fly. You supposed to have the new sneakers. Something about you is always supposed to be fly.
Yeah.
So if you're an older person and you fly, can't nobody say nothing.
You can't deny it, right?
Right? But if you ain't fly and you ain't got these elements and you trying to, you don't need to be around here. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's we just got to get back to that. Like, the fresh has to come back, man.
It has to, one way or another.
Come back.
Yeah.
We can't, this element of not being fresh and not being fly, I really ain't with that. Like, hip hop is supposed to motivate and push people to want to be.
It's one of the most important parts of the product.
Yeah, I mean, that's what hip hop is. I
Yeah.
think, like I said, people have lost sight of that. Right?
Absolutely.
That's what hip hop is. Hip hop is not Kai Cenat, just for anybody out here that don't understand. I'm not dissing Kai Cenat, but he's a streamer.
Yeah.
That's not hip hop. Hip hop is hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop is breakdancing. Hip hop was graffiti. Hip hop was gold grills in your mouth. Hip hop was brand new sneakers. Hip hop has a thing, right? And hip hop has never been a situation where it jumps from what it was to be something somebody else is.
Cannot be. It cannot.
Right?
No.
And that's all I'm saying. Like, we gotta get back to the mindset of what hip hop is.
Yeah, for sure.
And that like I said, I ain't nobody out here can challenge me about this. Anybody can say whatever they want to say about what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody that can challenge me.
No, they
when
can't.
it come to hip hop. You can challenge me about anything else.
Yeah.
Because I don't know nothing about that. I know about hip hop, and that's all I know. That's all I'm saying. And I feel like we have lost sight of, like, even with the whole question about how old should you be.
Yeah.
We lost sight of just our own thing and controlling it and telling people, like, yo, if you get 60 years old, whatever, you probably shouldn't rap no more. Hip hop used to be a thing where niggas in hip hop would tell you,
1,000%.
right?
Yeah, they'll
Now
let you know.
everybody just let shit go and do whatever they want. Nah, we can't. Let's listen. let's keep it funky, man. Let's keep it hip hop.
And sometimes
ain't nothing wrong with it, by the way. Ain't nothing wrong with, because I think a lot of people today, they be acting like hip hop gotta be, you gotta bite your tongue so you can be a part of something else.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what hip hop, that's just not what hip hop is. Hip hop is, and unfortunately, I know people not disagree with what I'm saying, and that's great. That's fine.
Right.
But like I said, the people that's gonna disagree with what I'm saying, they never was part of hip hop in the first place.
Say it, JD. Say it.
You
Say
know
it.
what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
just what it is.
No, that definitely.
They're going to disagree because they never was a part of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and you're going to keep standing on business when it comes to that and fight for that. But I do love the fact seeing you at the All-Star game, right? That was major. You and Luda, I was like putting on for the city, just hip-hop having that stage. You saw what happened with Kendrick Lamar on stage. So I'm loving that part of hip-hop.
By the way, that's a very hip-hop moment because I seen people saying, it's crazy because the players didn't into it. It looked like the white people in the crowd didn't like y'all being there. That's hip-hop. I expect the white people not expecting us to be there.
Come on, man.
That's what hip-hop is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If y'all don't like, that's what I'm saying. People don't remember. I grew up in an era where Run DMC went to the Rock and Roll Museum in their first video, and they kicked the doors in.
Yeah.
Right? And it was like it was no hip hop in the Rock and Roll Museum. Right? That's what it was. Now in 2025, a group from my city, Outkast, is being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta keep hip hop, man.
Yeah.
We gotta stay on this hip hop shit. That's all I'm saying, man.
President
K-Day
hip hop right here. Come
is
on.
a hip hop radio station.
Come on.
Hip hop only.
All day.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying.
Yeah, the first to do it, and we still doing it,
That's
holding
what I'm
down the
talking
west
about.
side.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now let's move to the serious, man. So what can people expect when they see it, when they pop it on, man?
Man, let me see. I mean, you know, if you haven't ever experienced Magic City, you gonna experience a lot.
Yeah, he will.
Because Stars is the perfect place to do this because they don't hold back. You know, you're gonna see the nudity. You probably gonna hear, a little profanity here and there. But for the most part, it's gonna tell a story about Magic, a person who owns this club, a person who we talk about all the time, with a 40-year establishment. For 40 years, celebrating this 40-year anniversary of Magic City this year, actually, to be a black man to create something that is still withstanding. We're not talking about something that's gone. It's popping right now, right? So if you watch this, you can go to Atlanta and go visit Magic City and experience what you see on this documentary. It's pretty magical. It's like going to, I tell people all the time, it's like going to Orlando and not going to Disney World. You have to go.
Yeah, you gotta go.
You gotta go. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a story about a strip club that I feel like a lot of us we take for granted of what that is. It's a real job. These girls or these women, they have to go downtown and get permits. They have to take their permits to Magic. Magic has to then show those permits to the city so that these people can actually work. This is a real job.
So they can't just show up auditioning
you just
and pop
can't.
on stage.
You just can't just show up and audition. And this is a real situation. But that's what I'm saying. As being a person that's in the club, even me, I'm learning stuff by watching this documentary. By like, damn, I wasn't even paying no attention to the operation of this club. I just paying attention to the celebration.
Right.
But the operation of the club is a whole different thing.
Man, I cannot wait to see it. I know it's gonna be hitting TV real soon, bro. Like, I'm just excited to see that, man, and to hear the rest of the project because I know what you do. You know what I'm saying? So, what else surprise do you have for us, JD? Because you never stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What else do you have in the can right now that you can kind of tease us with?
Well, I mean, like I said, I got the new Ari Lennox. I mean, I've always got, I signed Division, right? So I'm getting ready to go back and I guess heavy into my R&B bag.
Loving that. We love that.
I mean, hopefully I stay over here in this rap game. Hopefully this album does well and it keeps me, heavy in the rap side. But, I might disappear from the rap side and go over here to this R&B stuff and be over here for a minute and I come back. It's just, I mean, my ultimate goal, like I said, I'm out here to try to make as many hit records as possible. And with that being said, you're gonna just keep seeing me doing what I'm doing.
Loving that. And real quick, I gotta ask you this, man. You were in a relationship with Janet Jackson for several years. You need to go to Magic City. Did she ever go with you once?
Huh?
Did Janet Jackson ever go to Magic City with you at all?
Yeah.
So she's a pop.
Yeah.
Why have I never seen that?
Oh no, there wasn't no camera. I don't think it was cameras around when we did. Somebody might have a photo or something.
Yeah.
But she went. I took her one time. And it was pure pandemonium when we went in there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was pure pandemonium. I never seen a club like that again.
So she didn't go in discreet like there's a hat low or whatever. No, she just
No. Yeah. She went as Janet.
Yeah.
It's hard to date somebody that goes to a strip club every Monday.
That's what I was
Like,
wondering. I'm like,
yeah.
It feeds what
Yeah,
you're doing.
so she wanted to see where I was going every Monday. Like, why do you got to go here every Monday? And then for like months, I used to be like, nah, you can't go. So I guess in her mind, it used to be like, why you want me to go? What are you doing in there that I can't see? So then I was like, you know what? I ain't doing. I'm show you what I'm doing.
Right.
I'll go to the club for research. I know people are like, what?
Do my research.
I go to the club for research. I go for the camaraderie. I go for to clear my head.
Yeah.
And I took her and she had to see it.
Yeah. And was she cool with it? She was good
100%.
with it?
She was having a great time in there.
I'm just going real quick. The first time I went, the girl that was in front of me was a combination of like Beyonce and like Alicia Keys. It was something so magical.
Oh yeah.
I realized I was in Magic City at that moment.
That's a crazy. You sure that's what she looked like?
It was that kind of combination. Yeah. I mean, I was drinking. So I'm just saying, could be a little different.
All right.
But man, much respect to that club. And for 40 years, and why did everyone fall in love with that spot with all the strip clubs? Why was it Magic City again?
Well, I mean, I think Magic City, because for one, Magic City is the one strip club that we have that's in downtown Atlanta.
Okay.
Right.
Location.
So if you are in Atlanta and you've never been to Atlanta, this is the place that you should probably go. That's the safest for you in the city. Right. Okay. Traveling outside of the city, as you know, like if you was in St. Louis, you got to go across the bridge.
Yeah, you know that. Yep.
It's not that cool to be doing that, right? So Magic just provides that safety net as like, if you stand at the Peachtree Plaza, Magic City's right down the street from the Peachtree Plaza. If you're staying at the Ritz-Carlton on Peachtree, it's right down the street. Like, so if you ask the bellman, like, well, where the strip club at? He gonna point down the street. So it just happens to be location, I think.
Okay.
A lot of people drift off to Blue Flame.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have drifted off to Lil Nicky's and Nicky's Tupac, where he shot the police at in the ultimate the video where he shots the police.
Yeah.
He drifted off to Nicky's, which was in.
Is it more grindy over there?
Just getting a little bit more grindy.
Okay.
A little bit more seedier. It's another club downtown called Cheetah that some are more of the businessmen.
Mm-hmm.
If you got on a suit and tie, you might want to go to Cheetah.
Yeah.
But you should probably come to Magic. But you probably feel like you should go to Cheetah, and that's how it's kind of like. If I think that like if you ask the bellman outside or you ask the doorman and you got on a suit and you got on a shirt and tie, he's probably gonna direct you to Cheetah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it just depends.
You just gave us the 101, the 411, everything.
Yeah.
On the strip club. Come on, man. I love it. Hey, you got it written down? So when I'm taking you to Atlanta, no, we're going to do this one together when I go visit family.
Yeah.
Man, seriously, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
everything, bro. Cannot wait to hear it. Even when you get back to the R&B side.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can go in the studio from a hip-hop room and then walk right across the hall to an R&B room, but you do that.
Yeah. That's just what I'm made of.
You're a legend, bro.
I'm just represent what I'm made of. That's all.
Jermaine Dupri, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it, my brother. Yeah.